Hi, Kevin from the Awareness.website, and we've got Classroom Classics 2 for you here again, and we've got a couple of moves that we've gone through. This week's been a little bit of review, but we've got the turn and chop with fist and chop with fist sequence, and then wave hands as clouds. So hang in there, we'll be right back. Alright, we've talked about the turn and chop with fist and chop with fist in Classroom Classics 1. And they sound similar, but they're actually fairly different moves. But there's one thing in common that I've come across, and of course check out the other series, the Classroom Classics 1. There's lots of little details in there that we've gone through with that one. That we've gone through different details with this one, so combined it will give you a bigger picture. Now, the one thing I've noticed with people going through that sequence of turn and chop with fist and chop with fist is they tend to hurry through it. There's this arm flailing that goes on and people tend to speed up with it. And so I like to tell people to take your time with it. Take your time to go through those moves. When you go through it, there's a timing that you want to get. So when you come through from the turn and chop with fist, the left arm goes out, and at the same time the right arm is going out making a fist, and you're turning forward. And then as you finish the move, finish the toyu part of it, you've got this equal and opposite push-pull with the left and right arm. Typically what happens is people sort of and it just sort of breaks up that whole continuity of the move. So you're simply doing the toyu, going forward, transferring the weight from the back leg to the front leg. And as you do that, the arms are timed with the movement. So you can do it quite slowly and keep the arms balanced as you push through. And the same with the chop with fist. When you finish here and you come back, quite often people will sort of pop up into it and then flip the fist out and then fall into the front leg. So again, as you come back from the turn and chop, come back, pick up your bouquet of flowers, take your time, get your balance, step, and let the fist go out, and then again, equal and opposite push-pull with the left and right arm. And then you come up and step through and do the deflect, parry, punch. So think about that. Vary the speed. Try and do it slowly. Try and get the timing so that things will line up properly. Now there's a chunk of repetition after that. So you go into, after this deflect, parry, punch, you go into hold the ball, grasp bird's tail, whip to one side, and then you come around to wave hands as clouds. And wave hands is another one of those moves, much like brush knees, repulse monkeys, is that you can do repetition. So you can do a room full of wave hands and work on getting that timing and stuff with that. The one thing, very common again, is when you go through with the wave hands, the first one really is quite simple. You lead out with the palm. So much like this exercise, you've got this wrist turning, so you want to turn and get the hand leading out. But also too, and wave hands is a great one because it combines, puts in a lot of the principles, the foundation exercises, into one move. So you're also combining this one, so this turning and bringing the arms across with the turn. When you go through the first one, you turn and lead out with the palm. Now when you turn this way, you want to get your step in first. Then come up, turn, and lead out with the palm. And then when you go to step out for the next one, the same thing is you want to get your step first, then turn and lead out with the palm. Commonly what happens is a lot of people will try and turn too soon. They're going to step out and they start turning before they get the step. And the same thing, they come up and start turning and then get the step. You want to be able to get your foundation, get yourself set with the foundation, with the feet, and that gives you a stability to keep the turn central so that your spine is getting exercised as opposed to just sort of falling across one way or the other. So you want to get that step, and then you can turn and lead with the palm. That way the hips and everything are stable, the lower spine is stable, and then when you step in, you get balance, you step in, then you can come up, lead up with the palm, sit down, get the step, and then go into the next one. So try and play around with that, that sequence of events kind of thing. So step first, turn, and lead out with the palm. Now, I'd like to thank everybody. I've gone through some stuff, some family stuff. My mother passed away, and a lot of people have been sending their condolences and everything. And really appreciate that. Thank you very much, and thanks for your patience. We missed last week's video because of all the stuff that was going on. So really appreciate everybody hanging in there with us. It reminds me of one thing is with Mr. Moy, there's a plaque, a memory thing of Mr. Moy, and on that plaque it has a saying that he said is basically, at some time we all pass, but the only thing you take with us is your experiences and the deeds you do, the deeds you've done. Mr. Moy was of the philosophy of accumulating good deeds. And so his saying of you only take with you your experiences and the deeds you've done is quite significant. So thanks again, everybody, and check out our website, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you again. Bye.